Good afternoon, welcome to another short video of Sullivan.ie in Apoca, the transformation training and seminars. It's 1 o'clock in Italy. Italy has a slowness still about it, where shops, businesses close for 2.5 hours in the day, and it's quite unusual, but it makes perfect sense in, when you think about it, in allowing a bit of time for restoration or otherwise. And most people in the West and probably everywhere really are engaged in this kind of falling forward. It's like this kind of way where you never quite actually hit the ground face first, but you're never quite standing up either. You're in this constant thing of tripping forward through life, either being chased by what you're trying to get away from or fix, or get to a place where you can stop or stand still. One of the biggest questions that people ask me in seminars and in private practice and one-to-one client work is, how do I actually stop this? How do I change? How do I build change? And I've got so much going on. It's like life is running me rather than me running it. And one of the things ultimately is that when you're driving a car at 60 miles an hour and you want to put it into reverse, you don't slam it into reverse. The obvious is going to happen. So what is it you need to do? Well, it's to gradually slow the car down and to get it to a place where you can put it into neutral before shifting it into whatever gear you want to. And I'm not saying that we have to reverse back in our lives, but the mind is a very on-off switch. It's either on or it's off. So to the degree that we're driving forward or being driven, or we don't have this down space or this respite, is the degree that the mind is switched on. And everything we want, this other perspective, portal, vista, into the world that's beyond our conditioned mind, beyond the pigeonholed conditioned mind that just goes around in a circle, pretty much doing the same thing all along, is to actually allow that switch to disengage. And you'll see with your finger, it's either on or it's off. And you'll find that when you're doing things that you love to do, when you're on that 2-week holiday or a week's holiday a year, the mind, after 2 or 3 days, switches off. The switch just goes back by itself, and you're open to all the things that you love to do, your dreams. You can see very clearly the madness maybe of the life you live. You can see your dreams, aspirations, and happinesses. But you go back then after your holiday, and someone says, "Well, you're back to your old self," and you'll say very honestly, "No, this isn't who I am. Last week when I was on holiday is who I am. This is not who I am." But so how is that? How is it we live lives of 50, 51 weeks per year of not being who we are, to allow a week or 2 weeks holidays per year to be who we are? So there's a reversal of the polarity we talked about. We'll talk about it further in further videos. But it's this driving forward. And it's like being pregnant or half pregnant. You can't be half pregnant. It's like, one of the analogies I use is a vacuum cleaner. And most vacuum cleaners, when you buy it, you expect it to suck the dirt in. You expect it to suck in rather than blow. But what we're doing with our energy is we're blowing. We're blowing it out. We're in reverse all the time. And this is the reversal of polarity. And what we need to do is build some time and space in our lives to actually facilitate that neutral space. So it starts each day, a couple of minutes each day, 20 minutes on the way home, stop the car, take that 20 minutes, half an hour to consolidate, and just bring it back to a place and a point where you have equilibrium. That's what we're looking for, equilibrium. And as you do that each day, and as weeks go on and months go on, that equilibrium will start to open up more and more, and it tips the balance, and it reinverts or starts to change the polarity of the mind from driving on to neutral to positive creation, because we live in a negative creation cycle. So on that note, leave you for today. Have a great day. Thanks for your time and listening. I look forward to talking to you the next day. For more information on the workings of your mind, consciousness, finding the life underneath your life and living from there, visit Sullivan.ie, or for some of my writings, www.paulsullivanonline.tumblr.com. And please like and share the video if in fact you do like it. And look forward to seeing and talking to you next time. Bye-bye for now.